smarpayami. Shri Guru Namaha. Om Pavitra Pavitra Hova Sarvavashtakanga Topiva Yasmarat Pundari Kaksham Savayavantara Suchi. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Bhurabhuva Suvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Suklam Bhararadam Vishnum Sashivanam Chaturbhujam Prasadavaranam Dhyaye Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Brahmanadam Paramasukaram Kevalam Janamurtim Danvatitam Ganga Sardasham Tattvamasarariksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Archalam Sarvari Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunartitam Satgurutam Namami. Yam. Om Gam Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Gam Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Gam Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Gam Gurubhyo Namaha. Om. Guru consciousness is bliss absolute, the bestower of ultimate happiness. It is knowledge itself beyond duality, pervasive as the sky. It is the final goal of the statement, Thou art that. It is unity itself, eternal, embellished, and unwavering. It is the witness of all thoughts, beyond all states, and untouched by the three gunas. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Vahanam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Asanam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Pajam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Argyam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Achanam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Snan Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Bhushtanam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Chandanam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Akashanam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Pushpam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Dupam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Deepam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Naivedyam Samarpayami. Om Shri Sanatai Namaha Jal Samarpayami. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Akandalandamandalakaram Diptayena Chakaram Tatpridam Dashtitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. The Guru creates a new life for the devotee, sustains it, and destroys all limitations. He is truly one with the Supreme Reality. To that great Guru, salutations. Salutations to the great Guru who reveals that state of Supreme Consciousness, which permeates all of creation, both animate and inanimate. Om Shri Sanataya Namaha. Namaskaram samarpayami. Arti samarpayami. Shri Shirdi Sai Baba Namaha. Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Shiri Sai Hare Bhakta Janam Samrakshaka Bhakta Janam Samrakshaka Shiri Maheshwara Om Jai Jagadish Hare Seshivararam Shrikara Sarva Pranapataye Swami Sarva Pranapataye Ahashrita Kapalatika Ahashrita Kapalatika Apadbandava Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Gurudev Mariam Tayanive Swami Mariam Tayanive Narara Brahma Jagannatha Narara Brahma Jagannatha Nagendraya Sharaya Om Jai Jagadish Hare Om Kara Rupa Hare Shiva Sai Mahadeva Shirdi Sai Mahadeva Mahangala Arti Ahanduko Mahangala Arti Ahanduko Mandara Giri Hare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka samastam Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samastam Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samastam Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samastam Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta 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 Sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Akhilanda Koti Brahma Dhananaka Rajadi Rajogi Rajapada Brahma Sachitananda Smat Satguru Shri Bhagavan Shirdi Sai Maharaj Ki.
Jai.
Akhilanda Koti Brahma Dhananaka Rajadi Rajogi Rajapada Brahma Sachitananda Smat Satguru Shri Anandamaya Maharaj Ki.
Jai.
Akhilanda Koti Brahma Dhananaka Rajadi Rajogi Rajapada Brahma Sachitananda Smat Satguru Shri Shankaracharya Maharaj Ki.
Jai.
Paramam pavitram Baha vibhutim Paramam vichitram Niha vibhutim Paramahatma Srodhamoksha Pradatam Baha vibhutim Etamam smarami Sai Baba vibhutim Satatam smarami. Om, Om, Om. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurman Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sahana Bhavantu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavavahai Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Mavid Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sai, Shri Sai, Jai Jai Sai. Mellow blessings Thursday. Thanks for being here, Kat, Millie, Zane, Victor, Dee. Good morning. Blessings to you all. We move into our weekly reading of the Sri Sai Satcharita. Chapter 32. In Quest of Guru and God. In this chapter, Hemdapant describes two things: how Baba met his guru in the woods, and, through him, God, and how Baba made Mr. Goharkar, who made up her mind to fast for 3 days, to eat puri polis. In the beginning, Hemdapant describes the visible world by the allegory of a banyan tree, which has the phraseology of the Gita, roots above and the branches below. Its branches are spread downwards and upwards, and are nourished by the gunas, the qualities, and its sprouts are the objective of the senses. Its roots, leading to actions, are extended downwards to the world of men. Its form cannot be known in this world, nor its end, its beginning, nor its support. After cutting this banyan tree of strong roots with the sharp weapon of non-attachment, one should seek the path beyond, treading where there is no return. For traversing this path, the help of a good guide, a guru, is absolutely necessary. However learned a man may be, or however his deep in the studies of Veda or the Vedantas may be, he cannot reach his destination safely. If the guide be there to help him and show him the right way, he will avoid the pitfalls, and the wild beasts of the journey move aside. Baba's experience in this matter, through the story which he gave out himself, is really wonderful, which we'll attend to, will give faith, devotion, and salvation. The Quest. Once, 4 of us were studying religious scriptures and other books, and being thus enlightened, we began to discuss the nature of Brahma. One of us said that we should raise the self with self-effort and not depend on others. To this, the second replied that he who controls his mind is blessed. We should be free from thoughts and ideas, and there is nothing in this world without us. The third said that the world phenomenon is always changing. The formless is eternal, so we should discriminate between the unreal and the real. And the fourth said, Baba himself urged that bookish knowledge alone is worthless, and added, let us do our prescribed duty and surrender our body, mind, and 5 pranas to the Guru's feet. Guru is God all-pervading. To get this conviction, strong, unbounded faith is necessary. While discussing in this way with 4 learned men began to ramble through the woods in the quest for God. The 3 want to make the quest with their free and unaided intellect. On the way, a man who trades in certain things, such as grains, by carrying them on a bullock, met us and asked us, "It is hot now. Where and how far are you going?" "In the woods," we replied. He inquired, "On what quest are you bound?" We gave him an ambiguous and evasive reply. On seeing us rambling aimlessly, he was moved and said, "Without knowing the woods fully, you should not wander at random. If you walk through the forests and jungles, you should take a guide with you. Why do you exert yourselves unnecessarily during this hot noon sun? You may not give out to me your secret of the quest. Still, you can sit down, eat bread, drink water, take rest, and then go. Be always patient at heart." Though he spoke so tenderly, we discarded his request and marched on. We thought that we were self-contained men and needed nobody's help. The woods were vast and trackless. The trees therein grew so close and tall that the sun's rays could not penetrate through them. So we lost our way and wandered here and there for a long time. Ultimately, through the sheer good luck, we came back to the place from where we started. The same man met us again and said, "By relying on your own cleverness, you missed your way. A guide is always necessary to show us the right way in a small or great matters, and no quest can be successfully carried out on an empty stomach. Unless God wills it, no one meets us on the way. Do not discard offers of food. Served dishes should not be thrust away. Offers of food should be regarded as auspicious signs of success." On saying this, he again offered us food and asked us to be calm and patient. Again, my companions did not like this unsolicited hospitality and discarded his offer. Without doing any quest and without taking any food, the three began to move out. So obstinate were they. I was hungry and thirsty, and I moved by the man's extraordinary love. We thought ourselves very learned, but were strangers to kindness. This man was very quiet, illiterate, an unqualified fellow, and belonged to a low caste. Still, he had love in his heart, and asked us to eat the bread. In this way, he who loves others disinterestedly is really enlightened, and I thought acceptance of his hospitality was the best beginning of getting knowledge. So very respectfully I accepted the loaf of bread offered, ate it, and drank water. Then lo! The Guru came and stood before us. What was the dispute about? He asked, and I told him everything that had happened. Then he said, Would you like to come with me? I will show you what you want, but he alone who believes in what I say will be successful. The others did not agree to what he said, and left him, but I bowed to him reverently and accepted his dictum. Then he took me to the well, tied me by my feet with a rope and hung me, heads downwards and feet up from a tree near the well. I was suspended 3 feet above the water, which I could not reach with my hands or my mouth. After suspending me in this manner, he went away, no one knew where. After 4 or 5 hours he returned, and taking me out quickly, asked me how I fared. In bliss supreme I was. How can a fool like me describe the joy I experienced? I replied. On hearing my answer, the Guru was much pleased with me, drew me near him, and stroking my head with his hand, kept me with him. He took care of me as tenderly as a mother bird does to her young. He put me in his school. How beautiful it was. There I forgot my parents. All of my attachments were snapped, and I was liberated easily. I thought that I should embrace him and keep staring at him always. If his image was not fixed in my eyes, I would rather be blind. Such was the school. No one who entered it once could return empty-handed. My Guru became my all in all, my home, my mother, my father. Everything. All my senses left their places and concentrated themselves in my eyes, and my sight was centered on him. Thus, my Guru was the sole object of my meditation, and I was conscious of no one else. While meditating upon him, my mind and intellect were silent, and I thus had to keep quiet and bow to him in silence. There are other schools which wear altogether different spectacle. The disciple goes there to seek knowledge and spend their money, time, and labor, but ultimately they don't gain much. The Guru there boasts of his secret knowledge and his straightforwardness. He makes a show of his sacredness and holiness. He speaks a lot and sings his own glory, but his own words do not touch the disciple's heart, and they are not convinced. So far as self-realization is concerned, he who has not reached that, how can such schools be of any use to the disciple, and how can they be benefited? The Guru mentioned above was a different type. By his grace, realization flashed upon me of itself, without effort or study. I had nothing to seek. Everything became to me as clear as a broad daylight. The Guru alone knows how, to the inverse suspension, with the head down and the feet up, can give happiness. Among the four, one was Karmakandi, a ritualistic, who only knew how to observe and abstain from certain rites. The second was a Dhyan, who was puffed up with pride and knowledge, and the third was a Bhakta, who surrendered himself completely to God, believing that he was the sole doer. When they were discussing and arguing the question of God coming up, and they, depending on their unaided knowledge, went in search for him, Sai, who is discrimination and dispassion incarnate, was one of the four. On being himself Brahma incarnate, some may ask, why did he mix with them and act foolishly? He did this for setting an example to follow. Through an incarnation himself, he respected a low Vajraji, the caste man, and accepted his food with the firm belief that food is Brahma, and showed him how those who rejected his hospitality suffered, and how it was impossible to get Dhyan without the Guru. The Shruti, the Tritiya Upanishad, exhorts us and honors a worship the mother, the father, the preceptor, and to study the sacred scriptures. These are the means of purifying our mind, and unless this purification is effected, Self-realization is not possible. Neither the senses nor the mind and the intellect reach the self. Modes of proof, such as perception and inference, will not help us in this matter. It is the grace of the Guru that counts. The objects of our life, such as dharma, artha, and karma, are attainable with our effort, but the fourth object, moksha, can only be had with the help of a guru. In the life story of Sri Sai, many personalities appear and play their part. Astrologers come and give out their predictions. Princes, noblemen, ordinary men, poor men, sannyasis, yogis, singers, and others come for darshan. Even Mahathir comes in making his salutations and says, Sai is the Mahabap, the true parents, who will do always away with our rounds of births and deaths. So many others, such as jugglers, Gahandalis, the blind and the lame, Nathpatits, dancers, and other players came and are giving suitable reception. The Vajrani also appeared at the right time and played the part assigned to him. Let us now revert to the other story. Fasting and Mrs. Gokul. Baba never fasted himself, nor did he allow others to do so. The mind of the person who fasts is never at ease. The mind of the person who fasts is never at ease. Then how can he attain his goal of life? God is not attained on an empty stomach. First, the soul has to be appeased. If there is no food in the stomach and nutrition, with what eyes should we see God? With what tongue should we describe his greatness? And with what ears should we hear the same? In short, when all of our organs get in their proper nutrition and are sound, we can practice devotion and other sadhanas to attain God. Therefore, neither fasting nor overeating is good. Moderation in diet is really wholesome, both the body and the mind. One Miss Gokul came to Shirdi with an introductory letter from a devotee of Baba to Dada Kelkar. She came to Baba with a determination to sit at Baba's feet and observe a 3-day fast. The previous day, Baba said to Dada Kelkar that he would not allow his children to starve during the time of Holi, and that if they had to starve, why was he there? Next day, when the woman went to the Dadar and sat at Baba's feet, Baba at once said to her, Where is the necessity of fasting? Go to Davodar's house, prepare the dishes of Purani Puris, feed his children and yourself. Shigma holidays were on. Miss Kelkar was there doing through her menses, and there was no one to cook in Dadabar's house, so Baba advised was very timely. Then Miss Gokul had to go to Dadabar's house and prepare the dish as directed. She cooked that day, fed others and herself. What a good story, and how beautiful it is important. Baba's Sarkar. Baba gave a story of his boyhood as follows. When I was a youngster, I was in search of bread and went to Bede. There I got embroidery work. I worked hard, sparing no pains. The employer was very much pleased with me. 3 other boys worked before me. The first got 50 rupees, the second 100, and the third 150 rupees. And I was giving twice the total of amount, 600 rupees. After seeing my cleverness, the employer loved me, praised me, and honored me with the full dress, a turban for the head and a shila for the body. I kept this dress intact without using it. I thought that what a man might give does not last long, and it is always imperfect. But what my Lord gives lasts to the end of time. No other gift from any man can be compared to his Guru. Says, take, take, but everyone comes to me and says, give, give. Nobody attends carefully to the meaning of what I say. My master's treasury is full. It is overflowing, I say. Dig out and take away this wealth in cartloads. The blessed son of a true mother should fill himself with this wealth. The skill of my Bhagavan, the Lela of my Lord, the aptitude of my Guru is quite unique. What about me? Body will mix with earth, breath with air. This time won't come again. No matter where I go or where I sit, Maya always troubles me much. Still I am anxious for my men. He who does anything, a spiritual endeavor, will reap its fruit, and he who remembers these words of mine will get invaluable happiness. Bows to Sri Sai. Peace be to all. Sai Satcharita. Jai Gurudev, Jai Guru, Jai Guru, 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 Jai Gurudev, Jaya Guru, Jaya Guru, Jaya 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 Sai Shri Sai Jai Jai Sai Jai Guru. What God gives lasts to the end. Om Tat Sat. Thank you, Dee. Tatwamasi. You are that, and I am that. Thank you, Zane. Happy Thursday. Thank you all for being here. May the Holy Preceptor, your Guru, the Guide, be with you on this day and always. May we remember, as the story mentions, no matter how learned we are, trained we are, how many practices we've gone to, how many yoga teacher trainers we think we've done, inevitably it's all useless without surrendering to the feet of the God, to the feet of the Master that has already crossed the world of samsara. We're just 3 days after, 2.5 days after the new moon. The new moon is solidifying in its energy, amplifying in its intention and grace. So as of us that are holding this powerful intention for this Guru Purnima illumination, for this realization of the self, or bringing in more unity to the being, may this is the time to now really anchor on that aim and focus and continue our drive here forward. And remember that our Master's treasure, his spiritual wealth, is full and it is overflowing. And he says to dig out and to take away this wealth in cartloads. The blessed children of the true mother should find themselves with this wealth. This wealth is ever-ending, omnipotent and omnipresent, and it is here for us to access, to share with others, to bring forward this energy to all beings around us. May Baba's blessings be with you today and always. Everyone have a beautiful Thursday. Om Tat Sat Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Jai Ma. Om Ham Hanmati Namaha. Hrim Om Namah Shivaya Hrim. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Chandikaye Namaha. Om Gam Gurudev Namaha. Om Ashrama Jai Jai Ma. Om Sai Shri Sai Jai Jai Sai.